Rubio says he'd use different language than the president to confront North Korea's Kim Jong-un. But Rubio says the president is right to draw a line in the sand over nuclear weapons that could reach the U.S. Senator Rubio came to Local 10 today to speak with Glenna Milberg and Michael Putney, the co-moderators of This Week in South Florida. And Michael is in the video port now with more on that interview. Michael.
Lori, Marco Rubio is a member of the Senate Intelligence Committee. He is well briefed on North Korean strongman Kim Jong-un, and he says he is dictatorial, difficult, and dangerous.
To have not just nuclear weapons, but ballistic missiles that can reach the mainland of the United States in the hands of someone like this is an unacceptable risk in my view.
Senator Rubio says Kim Jong-un must be stopped before he can launch a nuclear weapon at the U.S. or an ally.
He's not interested in conquering Japan. He's not interested in invading California. He's interested in being a dictator for another 50 years. And the insurance policy that keeps the United States from, or anybody from coming after him, is a nuclear weapon.
Rubio calls Kim Jong-un unstable and unchecked, an existential threat to the U.S.
It is, in many ways, the most difficult geopolitical national security challenge the nation has faced since 9/11.
President Trump and Kim Jong-un have both ratcheted up their rhetoric. Mr. Trump today tweeting, "Military solutions are now fully in place, locked and loaded should North Korea act unwisely." In fact, North Korea is threatening to fire 4 missiles towards Guam as soon as next week.
Let's see what he does with Guam. He does something in Guam, it will be an event the likes of which nobody's seen before, what will happen in North Korea.
Rubio says he agrees with the president's tough stand, but questions his hot rhetoric.
My style would be different. I imagine almost anyone's style would be different. The president is clearly unorthodox.
Rubio admits the situation is extremely complex and dangerous with no good solutions.
There's no good options here. There's not some easy solution to this problem.
We also talked with Senator Rubio about the dire situation in Venezuela and about the sonic attack on U.S. diplomats in Cuba. You can see our interview in its entirety at 11:30 Sunday morning on This Week in South Florida. We're in the video port. Michael Putney, Local 10 News.